What'd you think of it, too?
I thought it was a really good movie. Didn't scare me. Wasn't scary.
Exactly.
It's
That's what I was...
creepy.
So
it's for sure
long.
creepy.
There's Avengers Endgame in there.
Dude, no. How did I forget his name? I was just talking about him all day yesterday.
Bill
the guy
Hader.
that played Richie. Yep. Bill Hader.
How did I know?
Bill Hader is so funny.
He's so funny, but sometimes
so
he's
funny.
too funny.
What you mean?
It's like a scary part, and then he cracks a really
I
funny
agree.
joke, and I'm like, and then I'm like, crap, I'm not scared.
Yeah, I know.
now.
I think it ruined. I think
Yeah.
they did that way too much, where they're trying
Yeah.
to just be like, okay, we have to do. This has to be a funny movie.
Mhm.
Where they wrote it in like a ton of tension,
Yeah.
and then
Joke.
let's make a joke.
Yeah.
And then but then it just
Yeah.
completely like.
The
turns
only
you off
part
of it.
that like really made me jump was when the girl was underneath the bleachers. These are spoilers, by the way. I'm talking spoilers. I don't care.
You're gonna give spoilers. It's not even that. It's
If you
still
haven't
new.
if you haven't seen it by now, then you shouldn't care about spoilers.
Okay, we're at 108. If you made it this mark, and
You had a good enough podcast.
Yep. Okay.
Now
Just drop a like
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
gonna get into
Maybe
spoilers.
maybe I'll just post this chapter 2 review separate then. We'll see about that. I'll just be like, here's a review from me and Reese.
All right.
We'll see.
We can
We'll
get in
see.
depth in this. Then.
We'll see. Okay, so the movie I thought was good. But dude, I would get I would get scared because it'd be like a loud noise or like something right in my face. But then I'm the second after I'm scared, it's a giant naked lady just running around.
Yeah, I can't get
I'm
scared
like,
at that.
I can't get scared.
They knew when they were gonna animate those saggy titties that's what it was.
I'm
Just
like,
gonna get light. It was
what? I'm like, how am I supposed to watch this?
the
and get
only
spooked?
part that I would say like it didn't scare me, but it was definitely the creepiest and like scariest part for me. Like I think I jumped. I definitely jumped at some point in it. But that's just, once again, it's just those loud noises. It just catches you off guard, right? Was when it was Bill Skarsgård, when it was just him, and he was like he scratched his face right
dude,
after the giant
that's
naked lady
pretty
part.
spooky. Yeah,
when he was
that's
down the
pretty
hallway,
spooky.
and he like actually scratched his face to make the blood and stuff, and started painting in his face,
Yeah.
and he was just looking at her and stuff. Like that was actually, I thought, like,
Dude,
really
that's
creepy that's messed up.
If
and it was cool.
If he rolled out instead of the naked lady, it would have been so much scarier.
I agree.
Like, I feel like Bill Skarsgård wasn't really in the movie until, like, the final fight. Like, I feel like it was, like, fake CGI, like, spooky stuff.
Yeah, all it was is that
Pennywise.
it's that shaky CGI running at him every time.
Yeah. Like, in the first movie, there was so much Pennywise.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, I mean, technically it's Pennywise, but he's in, like, different forms. He's in, like, a generic, gray, old, like, creepy person for most of the movie when he scares people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think, and like the fortune cookies, that's not scary. I get that it's
Yeah,
probably
it wasn't-
it's probably from the book and it's probably accurate, but it's not scary.
It was more.
It was like I was more like
when I'm
dude,
saying
what
like
is
a
happening?
baby bird, like an actual like
Yeah,
fetus
yeah.
person,
I'm more like ugh,
and a
than like
bird like flopping.
scared.
It's not. You know, it's not scary. Obviously, it's scary for them. Like if you were put in that
Yeah,
situation,
yeah.
obviously. But like I'm saying, you got to make it scary for the audience.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to just sit there and just be like gross.
Yeah.
I want to be scared with them.
It's like I've seen grosser things than a dead bird.
Yeah, I want to be scared with like along with them, like you're there.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of all the spots when people like got spooked. I think the circus thing with the kid, I think that was a good spook when in the mirror maze.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Although-
was necessarily scared, but it
Although
was like
there's
good scene.
there's a theory that the kid's not real, that it's just Pennywise. The kid itself is Pennywise, and he's trying to like mess with Bill, like saying like this is basically Georgie, but I don't know. But dude, that little girl when she went underneath the bleachers, I was like, "There's no way, there's no way this little girl's dead. Not gonna happen." And then
I didn't know that. Rich, I guess some vibes from it, but I didn't know it was for sure.
you can get some vibes.
No, I'm talking about. Did you know Richie and Eddie?
Yeah.
They're a thing.
Well, I didn't know if they were a thing, but I
yeah.
knew that Richie liked Eddie.
I didn't know that they were like. I definitely got some vibes throughout the movie.
I don't
but
even
didn't
think
know
that's
that-
I don't think it's in the book either. I don't think it's even in the book.
I know one of them. I think Richie's like actually gay. I think in the book.
I'm not sure.
I was reading something about it because I didn't know it was legit. Because I saw like a Bill Hader, like someone like was shouting him out or something on like Instagram, my Explore page.
So people were like, dude, It Chapter 2 is so homophobic. I'm like, dude, literally how?
Yeah, how?
They were like, they killed a gay person in the beginning, and I was like, it's literally to show you how messed up they are. Like the town is.
Showing that the people
that part was like low key hard to watch.
Yes, it was. Watching him get beat up, keep getting hit, and he's like he needed his inhaler and stuff.
Yeah, and they were like, no.
And then they throw him in the river to drown as well.
Oh my
no, I did not like. I struggled watching him get beat up. Once he was in the river, it was there, and then he's fucking killed by Pennywise too. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was
that
like,
dude just got.
I thought Pennywise was gonna kill like the people that killed the gay dude, but no.
Also,
got away.
That one dude had no reason to be in this movie again. Crazy dude, the mullet. What's his name? Okay, well, he killed his dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he gets out of the insane asylum, whatever, to do nothing. I thought he would actually
literally
did he stab him in the face or something? He stabbed
Eddie in the cheek.
Or but nothing.
But after that,
happened, he escaped.
He died.
So it did actually nothing for Eddie. And then he went and tried to attack.
He tried to attack the black dude.
Yeah, he tried to get him again, and then he got killed.
Yeah.
But he did nothing.
Yeah. I was like, what? I think the only reason he's in the movie is to explain that they blamed all of the child deaths, like all of the murders of the children in the last movie, on him.
And I just wish he could have done something.
And he was Henry Powers.
And he was more just comic relief again, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, how weird he was and stuff, and, like, they'd make... Like, I thought the joke was funny when he said, you still have the same haircut. And, like that was funny and stuff. Yeah, but he was in there just to, like, look weird and do weird things, trying to kill him, just for comic relief again.
Yeah, I was kind of like, dude, I was like, is this a comedy movie or is this a horror movie? Like, can you choose one for a second? Just choose one and roll with it.
That's why I said I think it's a good movie, but it's not a scary movie.
Yeah. I thought the final battle was cool. Again, I wasn't terrified. Giant crab Pennywise isn't very scary. Like, it's just something gets lost there. It's just like I can tell it's not real, I think is what the problem is. It's like I can tell it's not like in the first movie, Pennywise just looks like a real clown scaring people, and clowns are spooky. But a giant crab thing, I don't know how scary that is.
And I know they have to go, like, with the book. Obviously, you can't just change the ending. But I also don't like that they just start bullying him, and that kills him.
That's so weird. That's
like, he's
so
this
weird.
strong of a thing, and then he listens to them saying it instead of just stabbing them.
Yeah.
Like, he always gets a chance, and, like, I know they don't want to kill off the main characters and stuff, but come on. When they're all just start running at him and stuff, and you're not scary. Oh, he can't. Then just kill her.
Yeah.
For saying that. He's like, kill them quick.
They're like, you're a clown, and then he's like,
yeah, I know.
It's so weird, and then he turns into a puddle, like a literal, like, deflated balloon.
His head was deflating.
He literally looked like a little dead balloon baby or something. It's
so
weird.
Fucking funny.
It was so gross looking. I was like,
I just know there's gonna be memes about when
it was so
there's gonna be ball sack memes about him.
Yeah,
he looked like an insanely pale ball sack.
It's so gross, dude. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I thought there was good parts in it, but it definitely didn't live up to my hype that I had for it. And like the trailers got me hyped, dude. I thought I was about to watch Avengers, but with Pennywise.
It worked for me for sure. Because the first one wasn't that scary either, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first one was like kids about to fight a big old monster. And it was like cool.
When I was there was a ton of, like, at the movie theater, there was a ton of little kids watching the movie.
So weird.
I'm like, why are you taking your kids to this?
It's so weird. Because it's a comedy movie.
I know it is. Like,
at this point, it's a family movie.
Why are you taking your children to this? I don't understand.
I don't know, dude.
Family movie. Let's all go to It.
All go to It. That's what I did. With the last one, I went with my mom, stepdad, and my sister. Well, my sister's not a little kid. most of the time. Roasted. I don't know. I think they all the cast is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's such a good cast. And then, I don't know. Just something wasn't right for me, and I wish I knew exactly what it was.
Oh, a scene that really bothered me, and I wish they actually would have had the balls to do something about it that would, like, shock everyone, crush everyone. So when... I wish I knew anyone's name. There's the girl.
Yeah.
In the stall, filling up with blood.
Yep.
And then there's Fat Kid.
Yep.
Getting, like, buried alive.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish they would have actually killed him off right there. I think
that
that would have been a cool thing. That would have been, but
sucked for him.
But
dude.
him saying, "I love you," saved it or whatever, because he got over like his fear of saying anything to her, which is that's fine. But like, when the way he was building up, like it would last a super long time. It was a long scene.
He's like,
it was happening, and she's drowning and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was ready for it to break though and stuff, and then she could feel the guilt of that. Like she still finds out that he wrote that letter to her.
Yeah,
and
then for a second I thought nothing was gonna happen. I thought she was gonna end up with Bill.
The thing that bothered me is Bill and her kissed in the movie.
Yeah,
didn't he have in this one?
Oh yeah, in this one too. Yeah.
Didn't in the first scene when he was on the movie set wasn't he talking to his wife?
Yeah, he had a wife. Yeah.
And he kissed. I guess maybe.
I think they're kind of like.
I guess that maybe doesn't bother people, but that kind of bothered me. I was like, what the fuck?
He just doesn't really.
He's like, he just
about her, I guess.
I know, but
I don't know. It's just the movie's so weird. I hear the book's even like weirder, but they didn't do anything with the cool supernatural turtle. I was hoping for the turtle.
Supernatural turtle.
Yeah, there's like a supernatural turtle in the book that's like Pennywise's brother, who's also his arch nemesis. He's a giant floating space turtle who like created everything. Yeah, created the universe.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No, I wanted it to go that crazy, honestly. But they didn't. And instead we got deflated Pennywise balloon baby.
We got deflated ballsack Pennywise.
Got ballsack Pennywise, basically. So weird. I don't know. I still enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if I'd rewatch it. Because, like, I don't want to sit through 3 hours of it again. Like, I wish I could just take my favorite parts of it and just edit that down. And, I don't know.
I did know exactly when Richie started yelling at the little kid in the Chinese restaurant. I knew exactly that...
It was totally going to be a joke.
That it was from his comedy thing.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be like, oh, I'm a fan of your stand-up or whatever.
Yeah.
When he's like screaming at him, I was like, I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah. I was just... I don't know. Nothing really went in the direction I wanted it to go. Except for the Paul Bunyan statue. When that thing just came out of nowhere, I was like, oh my god. Like, that actually scared the heck out of me. And it was like chasing at... It reminded me of like in the first movie when Pennywise comes out of the projector.
Oh my god, that was scary as shit.
You're like, something's gonna happen. Whoa!
Yeah, it's scary. It's scaring you because the picture changing into Pennywise, like, whoa, that's fucked. And then, boom, Pennywise comes out.
Yeah,
Oh, another
big spooks
part. When Bill went to his spot, the sewer,
Yeah.
He would not have reached down there thinking that, what's the little boy's name?
Georgie.
That Georgie's the same age and stuff down in... When he's literally he's literally killed fake Georgie before, knowing he's just playing with me. And now that he's an adult, he's gonna reach down into that sewer again and try to grab Georgie's hand. I was like, he would not do that. He's smarter than that.
Nobody would do that.
Yeah, he's smarter than that. He knows exactly that it's Pennywise.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to be shown that he's vulnerable in that situation.
I like that they didn't remember, like, their childhood. And that, like, they had to, like, kind of, like, remember, like, the whole Pennywise fight and everything.
Holy crap, right when the girl started getting beat up by her husband.
Oh, dude, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that caught me off guard.
I was like...
I was not ready for that.
Whoa.
He's just like, oh, that's fine. You don't need to explain anything to me. I trust you. Bitch!
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. But it kind of makes sense, because, like, she dealt with that, like, as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, her going through that as an adult kind of makes sense too.
Yeah, if it.
Although, like, I feel like she would, like, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense because I feel like she'd be like, "Oh, I had to go through that as a kid. I'm not about to go through that as an adult too."
Yeah, but I've seen things where people are, if their parents were abusive to them,
yeah,
they usually tend to be in abusive relationships as well because they see it as like, oh, this is how things are.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, also I should stay away from this.
Yeah.
And he sprays
and
her mom's
same thing with
same
thing with Eddie's wife. How she's like that fat chick. It's literally It's literally the same actress. It's the same actress in different makeup. I was like,
same person.
I was like, that's really funny though. I thought that was really funny. It's like that's very accurate.
But he kind of got like over his fear at the end of everything. Like he stopped taking his medications, and then boom, he's an adult. He's taking everything again.
Yeah, I know.
He regressed again, just so he could be the exact same character.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the only person that really grew as a character was
two, Bill and the fat one.
The fat one.
Because now he's
and
hot.
the Jewish kid.
Although Jewish kid was Stanley. He killed himself.
Yeah, but he had like a good reason for it or something. He was like,
I'm too weak.
He was like, I would literally drag you guys down. He's like, I know that I would.
He could have just not went.
Yeah.
Instead of just killing himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I would hold you guys back. All right, slit these real fast in the bathroom.
He probably felt that like Pennywise was gonna come for him.
But he can't because he wasn't in.
Can Pennywise leave that town?
No, he's always in that town. That's why they forgot about him when he left.
It's weird. There's a lot of unanswered questions that I need answers to. Yeah. I just want to sit down with the director of the movie and be like, dude, what is going on here?
Or Stephen King.
Dude, the book, I hear the book is so, like, weird. Like, the kids, like...
There's a child orgy.
Yeah, there's, like, an orgy or something at the end of the book or something. And I'm like, dude...
That's if I've always heard
can you, like, get a proofreader or something to, like, read your book before you publish it?
All Stephen King novels, they're all, like, I've heard they're all really good. But they all have kid sex scenes in them.
Really?
That's always have weird. Parents issues, and then all have racial issues. Like, you know, like people are racist and homophobic in this. Like, they're always like that, and then, like, they always have... No one had a good relationship with their parents in this movie.
That's true.
Not a single person did in it.
Yeah.
And so, but I've heard it's the same thing, like, every single one of his movies.
This is why I don't read Stephen King, and instead I read R.L. Stein's Goosebumps books.
Yeah, I don't read any books. I can't
remember the last book that I read.
I remember I didn't read... Middle school's the last time I read a book. Because in high school, high school and so far, and then like last year when I took my NIAC class, I just looked up like Spark Notes and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like, once, for middle school through like sophomore year, I think I just kept reusing the same book for book reports each year, and then because there were different teachers, they didn't know I read the book before, and you could just like BS your way through that, But at the same time, that was a book that I wanted to read. The last book that I think I ever read was, like, The Maze Runner. And, like, I literally read it because I wanted to read it, and I can't remember the last chapter book I read because I wanted to read it. I've read Scott Pilgrim, but that's a comic book. I've read comic books before, but I don't know if that counts. But, dude, like, just... Like, who reads? There's always those, like, quirky girls that read, and, like, stuff like that. I don't know. But my sister goes through a book in, like, a day, dude.
Fuck that.
I know. I'm super jealous.
Like the only one I know.
She literally, I'm pretty sure she read it. I'm pretty sure she literally read it in, like, a week.
Well, by the way, you definitely need to edit this part out into our movie review.
Yeah.
This needs to go to that, because this...
It'll be fine.
I hope people listen for an hour and a half straight.
No one. No one cares about It Chapter 2 anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't see
lost cause.
People
People will click on it. I think I think the only reason or not, I guess, I shouldn't say the only reason. I think a big reason on why our Adam Sandler podcast, our last week's podcast, is doing well is because I actually put it on my Instagram story. Or not my Instagram story, my Snapchat. Yeah, I haven't been telling people when it's up. Like, I tell people in person a lot, but nobody cares.
Yeah, put it on Instagram, and then you can put the actual link to
swipe
up on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. I was just like, maybe that helped. Who knows? I gotta get Kaiser to post it. I gotta get everyone to be like, yo, check out the podcast. But who knows? I wanted to make a Panther podcast, but I'm not that involved with the school, so I'd be bad as a host for that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Rip, so it's been like an hour and a half. I think we should put a pin in it. You can always come back on the podcast and talk about gay stories again.
Dinosaurs not being real.
Dinosaurs
being
aren't
gay
real.
Movies. We talked
Gay dinosaurs aren't real. That's the name of the podcast episode.
Yeah.
Gay dinosaurs aren't real. Dinosaurs are really gay.
Nope.
Dinosaurs are faking gay.
Nope.
Remember when faking gay was a thing? I used to say it all the time.
Never heard that saying before.
On like Call of Duty and Halo, dude. Anyway, yeah. So me and Jocelyn are probably gonna play Minecraft or something. We're trying to find a good like shooter game for us to play that isn't like over $30. Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 for the win. Backwards compatibility. Yeah. Did you bump your head on my bed?
Bonked my head.
Bonked it? You silly Willy. Alright, we're...
Do you want to sleep? No.
No, I don't want to see your silly Willy.
I didn't even finish the joke.
I already knew what you were going to say.
Talking about my silly Willy.
God. Either way, what was your Instagram's at true_chains with a Z underscore?
Yeah, it's a true_chains_. I don't think I got any followers from last one, so
well,
it's
you never know.
It's whatever.
Maybe Adam Sandler saw our last podcast, subscribed, and now he's listening to this one, and then he'll follow you. Who knows?
Adam Sandler follow.
Dude, could you imagine if Adam Sandler followed you on Instagram? That'd be insane. You guys can follow him. I don't think I've ever put my Instagram on a podcast. You can follow me on Cruz.Sanchez.
Yes, when we were on the together, you definitely did.
Did I?
We were talking about our names.
Alright. Yeah, it's whack. Anyway, have fun, everyone. This has been an hour and a half of two adults talking.
Barely.
Oh.
Adults.
It hasn't gotten smoother. Every time we say it, I think it gets worse. Honestly. Whatever. Okay. We're out of here. I'm gonna go watch
porn.
No. I was gonna say it
porn.
No.
Stop.
It deflating into a balloon. Porn. Just kidding.
That was good.
God. Okay. We need to leave.